Next question comes from Gabs, and Gabs says, how do I keep track of what everyone's doing in a growing team? Not long ago, our company consisted of my parents and I plus a secretary. We now have 3 full-time and 4 part-time employees doing packaging and admin, 3 to 5 contractors working on marketing, and many more in content production. Some work in our office and others are remote. One of the employees works as a manager of the admins and reports to me while I directly manage everyone who works on marketing. I'm getting very stressed because I feel I'm losing track of what everyone should be doing. When I finally sit down to do my own job, I'm worried I've got all these guys on payroll and I'm not sure whether they're getting work done. How do I make sure my employees are productive and getting the right work done without micromanaging them and constantly looking over their shoulders? Love this question, Gabs. In fact, we just had a weekend mastermind here in Nashville, Tennessee, where we covered all of this in great detail and helped everybody out with a plan. This is very complex stuff, but let me try to kind of wrap it up and simplify it. So what would need to happen in order to start managing the team effectively is to have the right person who's going to sort of set the vision and what's expected of the team. You know, employees, if you give them clear direction of what the expectations are and give them everything they need to succeed, and then let them know what you want to receive from them in order to be up to date on their productivity and efficiency, and you set up processes and systems to do that, it's easy to make that happen. Some of us, myself included, I'm not a project manager, detail-oriented type of person. So for me, I would hire somebody specifically to manage all of that team for me. Or I would look through and see if there's anybody on the team that possesses those characteristics and the DNA of them as a person, their personality, that they might be a good fit to serve as that project manager who can accumulate all the data and reports from everybody and then get it to me in a format that I can then just review and look at like a dashboard and then be able to make sure that everybody's on point. So the first thing is if you're the one setting the tone for vision and strategy, then you're the person that's going to have to tell them what you're expecting them to do, and then you're going to have to let them know how you want to receive the information and data based on the timelines, the productivity, the efficiency, whatever it might be. Another thing that you could implement, which we talked a lot about at this weekend retreat here in Nashville, and we've talked about this in AO quite a bit. JT, who's one of the mentors, he is a coach for what's called the Scaling Up system. And this is about managing your team through daily huddles and different types of meeting structures that are very different than old school, meetings just for the sake of having meetings. And if you go into the Facebook group and you search for huddles, maybe it might be just huddle or huddles, hashtag huddles or huddle, you should be able to find some documents that JT uploaded. If you can't find those, just shoot me an email and I'll get those to you. But they're fantastic for running meetings. My advice to you would be to, if you have the autonomy to make the decision, I would recommend that you get some sort of coaching system for a few months. JT won't be able to do it because he's going to be way over the budget, I know, because he's very expensive and he's awesome. But I would guess for a few $1,000s, you might be able to get someone to come in there to help you organize how to do these huddles and make them efficient. And that's going to increase your productivity, increase your efficiency, which will obviously increase your profitability as a company as well. This is really complex stuff, but that's the solution, is you've got to create a system for people to follow. And if you're the boss, if you're the person doing this, you have to establish that system. And luckily, there's already systems already established that you can get trained on in order to implement in your company. Shoot me an individual email if you want to explore what it would cost to implement a system in your company like that. Okay? Thanks, man. Great question.